Welcome to another Moonthly Intuitive Reading with me, Sarahmony. I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this reading by tuning into your intuition, tuning into these cards with me. And now let's get ready to begin by looking into your mirror of recognition. Beautiful. So we're seeing the Metal King pop right up for you. And this Metal King is the part of you that is connected to the things that you have worked hard to protect and defend. And it popped up upside down, so I'm getting a little bit of a draw towards this word boundaries. And what this means is that your boundaries that you have begun to establish at this time are the right ones. You're in the right direction. You're creating the stability that you're going to need to recognize that even though not everything may be super soft when it comes to this, we really want to honor the part of you that is hard, that is not to be crossed, that is I just want to call it this is the flower pot that you need right now, that you're building for yourself so your inner spirit can grow. So now that we've taken a look at your recognition for really what you've been doing so well and working on, and we want to honor your boundaries that you've been building so you can grow with great balance, keep it up. I want to also look at the aspect of your soul that is ready right now for growth. So this is really the mirror of what you've got strong in your flower pot. Let's take a look at this aspect that is growing from it. Yeah, this is it. Oh. Now let's dig in. So the aspect of your soul is none other than emotion. And I love how these colors are just so together. Brown, wow. And I mean, when you might think of Libra, you think of the scales and the justice, you think of black and white or duality, but really when we mix, right? When we mix all colors together, we get brown. So I think this is a very beautiful insight for you to consider and ponder at this time, is this notion that there is also true balance. There is truth and there is balance when things have been synergized and merged to the point where they're so closely balanced that they become one. All right? And I think that's beautiful because it's connected to this 8. 8 is the number of karma. 8 is the number of abundance. 8 is the number of leadership and authority, of true power, And so this is really just about the aspect of your soul that is powerful, that is capable of protecting and giving birth to all of the things that are destined for you in your life. Is very beautiful, very delicate, very simple, and very pure. And it has everything to do with your emotions, with the boundaries that you set up, because your own boundaries are what then grows your emotional reality. It's the chemistry lab of your life, are your boundaries, and then how that influences your thoughts and emotions. So you are growing this sense of self-control because you know yourself at this time. You know yourself well enough to know what your emotional results are, when you're living the way that you're living. And so we just want to keep recognizing that you're doing a really good job of building your boundaries, and you can use the results that you're experiencing. You can use your emotions each and every day at this time as your, as the information to give to your master gardener self. So this is making me really excited. Let's look at the totem animal that is here to positively influence your relationships. And this We are always in a relationship with ourselves, but we're also in lots of relationships to many other people and stars, like in our external reality here, family, your spouse, your children. Ooh, yes. And your friends, just people in your network, your colleagues. So this totem animal is here to positively influence you. This animal is your guardian and your guide. This animal is going to benefit you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness. The firefly. All right. So I just really want to point out that with the colors that you're seeing in these cards, there's a lot of darkness, right? There's just a lot of darkness, and there's a little bit of light, right? You see these little stars, and we can also see this little firefly. And this little firefly happens to be, other than these stars, the only thing, right, that is bringing light and illumination to the actual environment around it. Fireflies go out at night and they light up to attract their mates. Other than that, they don't. So this to me has everything to do with coming back and protecting your boundaries, because you don't want to be lighting up just because you can. So it's reminding you to make sure that you're lighting up specifically to attract your compatible mates at this time, your compatible relationships. Because when you light yourself up and you see your results, of what's happening, that chemistry and that light and that merging of light is what is going to then illuminate and lead you into your environment. It's what, when you're connecting and communicating with anybody else, you're both creating the space. I love that these two trees are here and they're like, their roots are growing together. Do you see that? So cool. So cool. So this red ribbon is to remind you that your soul is the one that knows the truth. So your soul knows exactly who you should be in right partnership with, as you're going forward in your life at this time. And this firefly is kind of who you are. You're to really embody this delicate, mystical nature of being someone who lights up and does so in order to connect with the people that you are supposed to be creating with, that are creating with you, creating the emotional experiences that both of you, I would say both, but you and anyone else involved all want to have. So it's about this mutual benefit. Now, in case you encounter anything that's dim in your light, right? Or in case you encounter any emotional experiences in yourself, we can dim our own lights. We can bug ourselves. Ha 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 ha. Wordplay. Yes, we can bug ourselves, or we can put on too much armor and then we're not really enjoying, We're safe, but we're really not enjoying the fruits of life, the exciting, the pleasures, we've blocked ourselves off. So I really want to bring out this superstar goddess here. Let's call her Libra, let's call her. And she is here to be the archetypal muscle that you can flex, because she is connected to a part of you that is eternal. She is connected to a part of your universal self that is infinite, unbreakable bond. And so you can ultimately, when things get tough, when the work that you've been doing, and the boundaries you've been setting just don't feel like they're enough. Green Tara, Green Tara says to you, hey, when the going gets tough, ask others, including me, to help you. instead of trying to do everything by yourself, you know? Like, she's just reminding you, yeah, this is a sense of time where you're really reflecting on yourself, where you're really noticing your individuality, and then recognizing how much that is changing and developing in your life right now with your relationships. I love how delegation really does have even more to do with boundaries and discipline, you know, not, especially even with yourself, you can even just set some different expectations for yourself, adjust your own self expectations so you don't self-sabotage. And so speaking of this, because we are fallible, we're human, and we're prone to self-sabotage for sure. You know, we've been conditioned to, even as like a conglomerate, you know, group of people or a community or even a society, we set up our boundaries, but there's a sense that there is a limit to what that can achieve unless we continue to put our energy and effort into changing it and allowing changes to happen, because change allows growth and for energy to thrive, because we are living people, we are living systems, right? We're not a machine, we're not a stagnant, we're not a math, we're greater than math. Maybe math is greater than us. But let's look at the unconditional, let's look at the beautiful crystal that is connected to the universal energy that will unconditionally support you. Unconditional support for your metal king, for the emotions and the self-control that you are growing, to help you stay in relationship with the firefly totem animal, to remember Green Tara is here for you right now. You just call on her. Where are you? Where is this unconditional support? I'm getting a little message here that it's 2 cards, and that's one of them. I'm getting it too. Yeah, wow, now it's buzzing. I think this is it? Nope, this one is. Yeah, there was something, it's like I hear the number 2, and then it's like, oh, well, yeah, again, here we have the scales, you know. So let's look at the first one that felt right. And here we have Cinnabar. And Cinnabar is connected to your sacral chakra. Very great. I love how it's connected to this ring that's all the way around Green Tara's head. So right away, I'm just getting that Green Tara totally knows, you know, so you don't have to like tell her what's going on, although that can be very cathartic. But she knows exactly what matters to you. So you can just ask her for your guidance when it comes to this, like you needing unconditional support around anything that is your business. So this is about, you know, this is about not just your boundaries, but what you're trying to accomplish in your life. So I want you to remember that no matter what, right now the universe is really reassuring you that anything that's related to your business, and your life is your business, you know, your decisions and your commitments are your business. This is your business. It's what you keep your physical life busy with. This is all supported right now at this time in good conditions. So yes, especially Green Tara totally knows. So ask for help, delegate more, attract the right people to be involved with you. And yeah, just trust. Great, wonderful. Now let's take a look at the other half. Here we have beautiful amethyst. Lovely. Deep down inside, I want you to know that you are not wrong. There's nothing wrong with you, okay? This is connected to your emotions. There's nothing wrong with your feelings. There's nothing wrong with the things that you're thinking. If you think that you're thinking too much, if your mind is racing, there's a reason why, and it's not a wrong reason. And it's just a natural occurrence also. And if you don't enjoy it, you know what I mean? Part of this, again, comes back to your expectations of what do you think? Who do you think you are? I want you to remember you are not just an identity fabricated by this world. You're a natural, living entity. So let's never forget that you are alive and well. You're already here. Congratulations. And your intuition is spot on. So I want you to connect with your intuition. Just remember to rely on every little tiny spark of instinct that you have. Any hint that you sense is your own inner spark connecting to you, to attract you, to guide you in where you're going. You have a lot of beautiful growth that you have developed at this time, and I hope that this reading really has brought you some soul satisfaction for just how big you're getting and how strong and healthy you are getting. And I want you, one last thing is when it comes to this, is really just release any judgment around the growth, because you're learning, and your growth and your learning is nothing to be afraid of or to discount or diminish, because you know where you're going, all right? Just always remember your why.